Hi everyone, my name is Arunodaya from W3 CodePad, and in this particular video I will tell you about Laravel authorization by using policy. So already we have discussed about the Laravel authorization used by Git. So if you've not seen that particular video, you can go through it. So authorization means authorize user action against a given resource. For example, I have an admin panel. Admin panel can be accessed by the user, registered user, but the registered user is not authorized for this, so it cannot access admin panel. Admin user can access the admin panel by using the authorization. So admin users are authorized for these resources. So how to do the authorization? So there are two ways. One is get and the second one is policy. In this particular video, I will tell you how to do the authorization by using policy. So if the user logged into the system, then the user can access a particular resource by using the policy. Policy returns true, then the user can access resource. If it is written false, then an exception happens. So for policy, what you have to do and how to do the policy authorization. So policies are basically created for models. Suppose you have a user model, you have an article model. So you can create policies to authorize the model. So you can create model by using PHP artisan make policy, the policy name and the model for which model you want to create the policy. Policy can be registered in the auth service provider. Okay, and policy functions returns true, then you are authorized, and the policy function returns false, then it is not authorized. So let's see how to do the authorization. This is my website and this is the login screen. So here in my database I have two fields are there. One is John is admin and Albert is registered. So here in this login, when I am logged in by using John, so it is showing this page. You see the profile page is being displayed, and here it is displaying the name of the user and the user type is admin. So here I have created one link. This link is basically leads to your payment page. So payment page I am able to access. The user John is able to access that page. So there is no authorization right now. So log out and I want to again log in by the second user. So this is my second user is Albert. Albert is a registered user here. Okay. So I'm just logged in by using Albert, and here you see this same page with the name Albert and the type of user is registered, and the link is also showing. When I'm clicking, the page is being accessed by Albert also. But what I want to do is I want to protect this particular hyperlink. So the Albert is a registered user cannot access this particular link. Only the admin user can access this particular link. So I have to give some authorization to this particular link. So how to do that? Let's log out here. And if you see, this is my users controller and this is the payment. This is the login system is there. This is user controller, login and authentication. This two function is being used for the authorization and login system. If the user logged in, then it is going to the profile page. This is the logout page and the profile page. This is my profile page. So when the user logged in, then it is displaying the profile name, username and the user role. And here this is one hyperlink. This particular hyperlink is leads to your profile payment page. So if you go to payment page, payment blade.php simple, there is only where h1 is h2 simple text is there. So this page should be authorized and blocked for all users except admin. Okay, users controller, and this is the payment resource. This is the resource right now. I want to protect this resource. But when I am just going to logged in and going to the profile page and clicking on the payment, it is calling this function. So I want to protect this page. So I want to protect, how to protect this? By using policy. So for that I have to create a policy. I want to create a policy, PHP artisan, make policy, and policy name is user policy. A user model, for the user model I want to create the policy. So for a particular model you want to create the policy, so you can specify the model name is user model. So here you can write like this, the policy is created. If you go to the directory and here in the policy folder, you see this is my model policies. There is a file created user policy. If you click here, you see the policy, user policy has been created, and if you see this particular class, this class has some function automatically created. So this particular class is basically used to write authorization for all the activities for the user model. Activities means all CRUD operation. Just you want to view a particular user, then you can write authorization code here. If you want to create a user, you can write here. So this is for the authorization. This is just like a controller. User controller is there. User controller also contains create function, okay, view function. So this is a class by having different type of functions for the model, user model. So now what I have to do is I can create another function. For example, I am creating another function that depends upon you. User model is here. So always the policy function takes a current user model. So if the current user field name role is equal to admin, then I want to return true. That means that if the user is admin user, then only the user can access the particular resource. So this is all a very simple function. So my policy is right now the payment. What is the name of the policy function? Payment. So I'm just going to my controller now, because I have the user policy as if I want to write payment function. So this function should be authorized. So you can write authorize $this authorize, and authorize a function, as you know, authorize, then you just write payment. This is the name of the function you have to write. $this authorize, name of the function you have created here, and then for which policy? User policy. So that's why you have to write the model name. If you see this is the name of the policy, but policy may be different, model is different policy. Suppose the user policy has a payment method. So I have suppose another policy called article policy. The article policy may have a function called payment. So which payment policy you want to use? So you want to use user policy. So that's why you have to define user model here. Okay, that's it. If the payment function contains returns true, then only it will go to this particular payment.blade.php file. Otherwise it will throw an exception. So that's all. You do not have to do anything. Now just save this file. You just save this file also. Now I am working only two files. User controller, where I am just applying my authorization by writing $authorize, name of the policy, and the name of the model. So the name of the model is user model. So that's why I have to work on the user policy.php file. Here in the user policy I have a payment function, and here I am just writing my code, and if the user role is admin, it will return true, otherwise it return false. So that's it. Let's go to the browser again and logged in by using Albert. Here you see Albert at gmail.com is a registered user, is not an admin user. So let's try it. Logged in. Now if you click this particular link, the link is calling the payment function. It is saying this action is unauthorized because the policy I have written for admin only. So that's why it is displaying this. Logged out. Now I want to log in by using the admin credentials. So here my admin is and password is password. And the same link it is showing. Click here. Now you see the page is being accessed easily for the admin because in my policy I have written the user role is admin, then only we can access this particular function. This is all about policy. Very simple overview is create policies for models. Models means tables. Suppose if you have an article model, then you can create articles policy. So in that article policy, you can write all the policies for that particular model. Accessing resources means tables, database tables. Tables means model name. So for the models, you have to create policies. Okay, just like this. For the user model, I am creating the policies. So this is a particular function I have just created. That function can be used in the controller by using authorize. This authorize and the name of the policy and the model name. That's it. Then when you want to call this particular function, if this particular policy returns true, then only it will access, otherwise it will throw an error message. This is all about the policy. Please subscribe, press the bell icon and the like button.